Let me say something. As this world goes more and more into a satanic agenda, trying to get everything to be backwards, right? That's the backwards. That's Satanism 101. It's like take the things of God, put it on its head, and then you got satanic agenda. So I don't have to go down the list of things that are going on in today's culture. It's pretty evident. It's in your face. It's common sense. But what I did want to say was how and for a while there, I was letting it disturb me. I was disturbed by everything that was happening, even though the book of Revelations talks about it. And it says these things must happen. Obviously, we wish that it wouldn't. We want to all be in peace. We don't want destruction, hell. We don't want any of this stuff, but, it's out of our control, isn't it? If the Bible says it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You know what I mean? So, I come to the conclusion that your role and my role as believers in Jesus Christ is to put our eggs in His basket and to have our mind focused on Him, our eyes focused on Him, our gaze should be on Him, right? And if it's on Him, it's almost like it brings peace to your life. But if you put your attention, your focus on the things that are happening in this world, you'll lose your peace. You'll be disturbed, you'll be rocked, you'll be looking at how life is not working, right? And if you're anything like me, you're concerned about your kids, what they're gonna go through, because we grown-ups, we can take care of ourselves. We know we have the understanding, but our kids, they still have to cross all the hurdles and obstacles that we went through and learn all the stuff we learned and get to the place of a firm foundation and not be swayed by the things of this world or Satan or anything like that. It takes a lot to get there, though. It wasn't like a skip and a hop and you're here. It was like a lot of pain, a lot of suffering to get all the way over here. At least for me it was. And just so much confusion for the youth of what is real, what is true. I try to do my part in just trying to share the people with the people, man. Letting them know there's a whole lot of deception going on in today's society, and the more of the news that you watch, the more you will fall into the place where they want you to fall into, right? With fear and emotions and all of this stuff. So that's why put your focus and your gaze upon the Lord, because in the end of the day, He's what's going to sustain you, whether all hell breaks loose or not. He's your safety net. He's your ride home, so to speak. So who cares what happens, right? You have no control over it, or what happens to either you or your future or your family. A lot of these things are out of your control. So back to God again. You say, hey man, I just gave you everything. There's 1,000 things to worry about, right? The Bible says, can you even make your hair black or white? That was before Just for Men existed. But it's just a joke. But basically, it was basically saying, like, you don't have control of these things, man. You don't have control of these things. So just keep it going and focus on the Lord and stay connected to the Lord. Because if you stop at each and every crossroad, remember what happened with Peter when he got out of the boat, when he started to focus on the waves and he started focusing on the storm, he started to sink and drown. As long as he was focused on Jesus, he was standing on top of the water. This is no different than that. It's the same thing. we have to keep our focus on the Lord through this whole storm. Okay, it's gonna get rocky and bumpy, and it's gonna get a lot worse than what it is right now. But just remember, if you focus on that, you're playing to the devil's hand. Focus on the Lord. Expect His return. And just stay connected to Him, and bless His name, and just rejoice at the fact that you don't have to remain here after the rapture, and He's gonna take you. So that's something to look forward to, as opposed of looking at all the hell that's breaking loose. God bless you guys. Stay focused on the Lord.